I recognize you, Mr. Koss. You're the one that wants the espresso machine. And I'm with you on that. Remember me?
What do you want? I told you people not to barge in here. Wasn't the new biochip design enough?
Dr. Koss, I'm here to get you out.
Jensen? From Sarif? But we were told we'd been written off.
Not exactly.
Listen, Jensen. They forced me to work for them. I didn't want to create the new biochip, especially since it was based on Sarif's research, but they didn't give me a choice.
No one doubts your loyalty, Dr. Koss. Do you know what they plan to do with this new biochip?
I'm not sure. They said something about having Tai Young Medical produce it and distribute it through Lim, but
Yep.
I can't be sure.
I know, and I'm here to bring you all back. But to reach Megan, I need you, Colvin, and Faraday to stage lab accidents as a distraction, simultaneously.
Isn't that a little risky? Besides, how will we coordinate these accidents? It's impossible.
Maybe not. But it's that or staying here and eventually ending up like Dr. Sevchenko.
They killed him, didn't they? He kept provoking them, coming up with these wild escape plans. They try to keep us apart as much as possible now. All right, Mr. Jensen. I'm with you. What's our next move?
We need to disable their GPL tracker. I know Dr. Sevchenko was working on something.
Yes, a virus program. We all thought it was too risky considering we had nowhere to go. But I don't have it. You'd better check with Nia or Declan.
Dr. Koss, the biochip you mentioned was based on Sarif studies?
Yes, I believe so. At first I thought it was merely convergent research, but I've worked with Dr. Reed long enough to recognize her handiwork. Besides, I had been working on something similar back in Detroit.
And your knowledge of it made you invaluable here.
At least to a certain extent, it probably helped us all stay alive. But now with Dr. Shevchenko, I guess we've all become expendable. Except for Dr. Reed, I suppose.
Why do you say that?
It's more of a general feeling, I guess. Back in Detroit, we all realized that we were on the verge of something groundbreaking. And here, well, everyone seems to view her research as crucial in some way.
That might explain why she's being held in a secured area.
Possibly. I'm just glad we're going home. It's kind of hard to believe.
Declan, right. Dr. Koss, do you have any idea where they're keeping him?
I might. I overheard some of the guards. I think he might be working in the basement of the biomech labs. But I'm not sure.
Sit tight, Dr. Koss. When you feel a vibration from your GPL, set off that distraction. That'll be the signal.
I will. Good luck, Mr. Jensen. And hurry.
Okay, things are starting to shape up. You have a nice office here. Eric, I don't know where they're keeping you, but rest assured you are not alone. Declan and I are being forced to work in the Microgen building, separately of course, but from time to time our paths have crossed. I intend to get us out of here. If there's any way for you to slip a note to the morgue, telling Declan where you are, then do it. We'll find a way to get you home, son. Stay strong. Sevchenko. Another email from Megan. I hear you, Eric, and understand, but I don't think they'll listen to me. It was hard enough convincing them to allow this level of interaction between us. Soldiers are used to being compartmentalized. They think everyone else should be able to work in the dark, too, knowing only half the information. I am reviewing all your work, though, so don't worry. I'll let you know if you're straying too far off. Eric Koss wrote, Dr. Reed, I don't mean to rock the boat, but maybe you could convince them to let you come by and check on my work in person sometime? I feel it's progressing in the right direction, but since I don't have access to the original Patient X files anymore, I'm simply not sure I'm getting the mutagenic chemical composition right. And you know how important it is, that formula. Is when it comes to stabilizing the nerve interface connection. Without it, these biochips won't work at all. Eric. Yeah, Megan is crucial here, not just to whatever Omega Ranch, Bell Tower, Page, Taggart, Panchaea, the OCM project, not just to whatever all this is, but also crucial to... How am I lost? But also crucial to keeping all of her team alive. She is guiding them, not only in the work, the progress, and the research, but in their behaviors and keeping them alive. They are expendable. She really is the only important one to these guys, at least. Now we take that skywalk down one level. Doable. Quite doable indeed. Well, I should have knocked him out when I came in here, because now getting out of here is going to be problematic. Or it's not at all. Keep his body right here to keep those lasers turned off. I don't need to go that way. I could. There's a couple more offices over there, but I'm not pressed about those. Oop, that could have been bad. Stick close to the left wall here.
I heard that. Come out.
Thought I was supposed to be able to land silently. This building is red, not yellow. I think I prefer the yellow. I would not turn my nose up at the red, though. I feel like I'd get laid more working in this office. I don't know why. I think the color red does serve as an aphrodisiac when combined with other factors. I have noticed that in workplaces that I've worked at before, where red is more of a prevalent color in decoration and wall paintings and sofas and stuff like that, I have noticed that the girls there were a little more receptive to, well, my antics. Gotta get downstairs. This lobby is wide open. Few different staircases present options, although these ones go up. This goes down. Well, no, where? It must be an elevator. You have no choice. Stairs don't lead down there. It must be this elevator. So it's straight across. Take a right. I don't gotta worry about this then. That makes the lobby a bit easier. Yeah. I'm not gonna jump, because apparently I can't land silently, even though I have the augmentation for that. Another guy down this way. Let's not take the chance. Ooh, I don't have an energy boost pack. Move these over here, please. Let's try and stay a little organized. I'll stack this over here. Okay. Oh, that's who I'm seeing. He's awake. He's not asleep. But he's also not particularly aware. Something's probably useful. Something in there is probably useful. Not too concerned with the heavies, honestly. There is one kind of looking in this direction that I want to... Yeah, we're fine. Can't move the copier. Something up here? Negative. Shit.
Hello? If anyone is hiding here, you better come out.
Sounds like you're chasing after ghosts again.
What a waste of time.
Close the door before you leave. Sorry, this annoys me. Jackass. How do I mess with this guy? Or how do I deal with this? Opening this door is going to... I basically have to rush him.
Yeah?
Hi, it's me, the ghost that guy was chasing. Dig your taste in music, though. Oh, the break room. Fantastic. Cyber Boost Pro Energy Pack. Are your balls big enough for this? Jensen's augmented balls are. Explosions shut down port on Hangsha Island. Tee. Shipping on the Yangtze River continues to be disrupted days after a violent explosion shut down the port of Hanbing on Hangsha Island. The small dockyard leased by Bell Tower Associates sustained heavy damages. Chinese authorities believe Australian terrorists may be behind the bombing. Key world players to visit Panchaea. You can shut up.
You have these weather machines out in Alaska that are firing millions of watts into our stratosphere and causing mass destruction across the globe. Now, followers, do I have to spell this one out for you? You do see how one serves the other, right? The more tsunamis, earthquakes, and hurricanes that are created by these man-made weather machines, the greater need for visionaries like Darrow to come out of thin air and say,
I still have oh right, this is great. I still have forgotten who Panchaea is. Is it Darrow or is it Taggart?
collapsing into the Pacific. Not to mention hitting a home run for the Council of Five's depopulation plan.
Darrow.
They've been talking about this one for years, so instead of waiting for it to happen, they'll just make it happen. This is how things go down in the world these days, followers.
Don't think I'd get anything useful out of those offices. Just little extras and goodies, perhaps. Security 4. Let's not take the time to hack it. We got plenty of these automatic unlocking devices. Oh right, I haven't turned it off yet. Up. To this. Oh, okay. These offices, for some reason, seem more worthwhile. It's just how far out of the way they are. B-22. Also, the presence of guards is always a good sign. There's got to be a different way in besides the door. That'll alert them immediately. Probably a back way through this room. Yep. I can see it. The Shadow of Omega. Omega Ranch, let's see, 2018. Oh, Chapter 4, the 2018 accident. Omega Ranch was a massive undertaking, a highly secure site with multiple labs and research departments, along with support structures and an accommodation complex. In 2009, the Disease Control Initiative, I believe we heard DCI before, opened their doors to the world's doctors, but the facility was dogged by technical issues, staffing problems, and underfunding. The pressures on the World Health Organization staff at the isolated facility grew, and finally, in 2018, the worst-case scenario came to pass. A breach in containment led to the explosive spread of a modified variant of the H5N1 avian flu virus, which swept across Malaysia, killing tens of thousands of people. The exact details of the cause of the outbreak are unclear, though some conspiracists have insisted that the event was deliberately triggered by clandestine groups, perhaps as an attempt to destabilize the region. The epidemic would have lasting effects on Malaysia. A server room. Didn't expect this.
I heard that.
Was hoping for one of those good old-fashioned double takedowns here, but that didn't play out. A. Connor Kepler. This must be it. The lab Sevchenko was using in the Microgen building has been officially cleaned from top to bottom. No forensic team in the world will be able to find trace materials in there now. Change the door code to 5377 and let admin know they can reassign it. I can't wait to see the look on his face when he sees what I did with his stapler. Solansky. Abigail O'Connor. Haha, sure, we could even record one of us wearing a lab tech uniform the next time we do it. Lou. So I just got another request from Dwayne to have a hidden camera installed in his lab. Should we play along and humor him? He still thinks it's one of the other eggheads in his department that's putting all the farm porn on his PC. This guy is just getting owned like a million ways to Tuesday. Not gonna lie, I'm here for it. Donato! We know your name. You're the guy that's calling to respect the few women around here. And I can respect that, sir. So we just knocked out Donato and his buddy. Let's go grab that data store.
Access granted.
15 credits. Whoa. Here's a copy of the file on their security specialist. Shouldn't be a problem. I'll also send you copies of the assets files. Jensen, Adam, male, Caucasian. Birth date, unknown. Date of birth, 1993. 34 years old. Both parents deceased, 1998. Foster parents located in the Detroit area. College education, University of Phoenix. Associate degree in criminal justice. Sworn officer, Detroit Military Police, MPD, 2014. SWAT, 2018. Quits Detroit Police Department, 2026. Hired by Seraph Industries 6 months later. Addendum: recently augmented, military grade, armed and extremely dangerous. Current status: alive. File 11473. Reed, Megan, female, Caucasian. Birth location: Seattle. Date of birth: 1995. 32 years old. Moved to North California around 2009-2010. Moved to France 2012. Graduated magna cum laude, neurology and psychology. Returned to United States 2018. Hired by Seraph Industries 2020. Genetic research. Head of the science team 2023. Current status: acquired. Hired by Seraph Industries in 2020. So she worked there for 6 years when she meets me, when she meets Jensen. And in 2026, after we start dating, she recognizes something that she can use by taking a sample of whatever neuropeptide glial tissue espresso that she stole from me without me knowing, if that is what happened. 2020. Yeah, head of the... Okay, and by that time, she was head of the research team for 3 years. Uh-huh. And then the files for the rest of the team. Koss, Eric. Very promising student, fast progression, personality issues. 2024. Nia, 45, blue-collar family. Biochemistry. Fired after Tai Young Medical hostile takeover at Latham in 2020. Oof. Hired by Seraph Industries in 2020. I can see why Tai Young Medical fired Nia. She seems to be the least capable and most malleable of them. That would not be useful in situations just like this one. She has a very high likelihood of being a liability more than an asset. So I can see why Taeyong Medical would take over Latham, the company where Nia worked, do a full assessment of all their staff, and then lay off anybody who is going to be as high risk as Nia is. Vasily, Sevchenko, Fardy, Declan. MIT student, acquaintance of David Seraph. Worked for British Ministry of Defense. Moved to the US in 2018 and immediately hired by Seraph Industries in 2018 when David needed the best and brightest. Okay. Server room. Weapon cabinet in the server room. Suppressed tranq rifle. I do have the inventory space. Oops. The zoom functionality on this might come in handy, and who knows, a tranq shot from a distance has been something I have thought to myself at least once in this playthrough that would be useful. Although tranq shots do take a while to take effect, so for someone with my playstyle, it's hard to find that sort of opportunity. From Dwayne Hicks to Jonathan Hicks, 2535, poker game, check something. biomech morgue. That's this building we're in right now. The biotech lab in the basement. That would be in the morgue. Can you send me the access code to shut down the elevator laser grid? Fantastic. 2535. So now we're going downstairs. Okay, I really am glad that I decided to check these offices out. I've got to be careful because I just walked by a completely open and exposed area without thinking about it. Stuff like that has gotten me caught in the past. Downstairs we go. Okay. So, we need to coordinate with one more member of our team for this distraction. Very different vibe down here. We're switching from the classy office vibe to the to industrial concrete now. Very basement morgue biomech. Huh. What's going on in there? I'm not going to take those painkillers. I have plenty, and it looks like they'll be needed in this room. They're awake, but... in a daze. Not really present, and apparently their IV bags are full of mud. Something about that seems wrong. I'm no doctor. Why is it so easy to get around down here? Also, that elevator laser thing, I think I already disabled it. And before we work with this, let's look around the rest of the area. I would not be observing my due diligence otherwise. Cold storage. Ah, the morgue. So, sort of cold storage? Defardi. Let's see what he's been corresponding back and forth. He almost certainly has an email from Megan.
Access granted.
Declan, my old friend, you were right about the GPL implants. These bastards are using them to keep track of us. Well, duh, that's what they're for. And they'll continue to do so unless we can shut down their tracking and jamming protocols. Feel up to another angina attack? Because we need to discuss this in person. Megan, I'm really getting worried about this signal pattern they've got me working on. If it's truly meant to transmit software upgrades to limb patients, why do they want it to broadcast wideband across multiple frequencies simultaneously? And what exactly is it going to transmit? I know these wankers are probably monitoring every mail I send you, but I can't ignore my gut. For some reason, I am reminded of Delgado's work with electrical stimulation and the brain. Am I wrong to think there's a connection? I know you're nervous, Declan, and to be honest, I am too. But Delgado's work centered on the use of electrical signals to evoke emotional responses in the brain. He was targeting the amygdala and hippocampus. H assures me we are not doing that, and I trust him. For reasons I'll explain when I can. Until then, please don't risk yourself by sending me emails like this one. Stick to research questions only, because you're right. I'm sure they are monitoring every word we type. H. So she trusts whoever is behind all of this. Why can't I put H to a name I've heard before? I feel like I'm missing an easy gap here. Or maybe I'm not. Alright, Declan. Yeah, and inciting those emotions is what I was talking about. Declan mentioned Delgado. I don't know who Delgado is, or if it's based in real-world research, or if it's just a fictional character with fictional research solely for this world. But, oh shit, guard upstairs. I didn't even fucking notice. I had my hand on my coffee. Seems okay, though. Yeah, that's what I was talking about with the biochip. Being able to incite riots the way that they can, and make it seem like it is the biochip wearer's own idea to riot like that. That is exactly what they want. Now, I did not go to the limb clinic under Pritchard's advisement when he said you should probably... It's up to you. You can either go to the limb clinic or wait, or keep your current biochip. I kept my current biochip, the one that is less capable of manipulating me. The one that they're working on right now, here, the one that Megan's team is working on here at this ranch, Omega Ranch. That's the one that they're having Tai Young Medical produce and distributing through Lim. That's the one that is more capable of controlling everybody across simultaneous wideband distribution. I am not susceptible to that upgraded capacity for control. I still have the old biochip, which was implanted at Seraph Industries by one of Seraph's own scientists. So I feel safer in that regard, at least. We okay to do this?
Adam? Adam Jensen? Good grief, lad. What the blazes happened to you?
I made the mistake of surviving. I'm here to get you out, Dr. Faraday.
I told Vasily that Seraph wouldn't stop looking.
Sevchenko's dead, Dr. Faraday. I'm sorry.
I figured as much. One day he was just gone, and they wouldn't say why. We were all afraid, so we just kept to the work. They forced me to create a signal pattern that could broadcast software upgrades directly into a person's implanted circuitry.
Upgrades? That do what?
Whatever instructions have been encoded into them. They said it was to improve efficiency at clinics, but that wouldn't be the only application. Far from it.
I see. Dr. Faraday, we need to free Megan from the isolation zone. I've got a plan to distract the guards. 3 lab accidents.
I like your style, son. And it just might work if you can get Nia and Eric to agree. But timing them to occur at once, that will be the trick.
I'll worry about the timing. For now, sit tight and wait for my signal.
There's one thing you're forgetting, lad. They can track our GPL signals.
I know. But I'm hoping you might have the solution to that problem. Sevchenko's viral program.
Of course! I shouldn't have underestimated you. Vasily gave it to me before he disappeared. Here you are. Upload it onto the central security computer. It will scramble their scanners. I would have done it myself, but I'm just a scientist.
Don't sell yourself short, Doc.
I do need to know where this security terminal is. I've been across a large portion of this place.
Tell me, where do I find this security terminal?
Vasily told me there's a tunnel leading to it, near the back of the compound, I believe. But I'm afraid you'll have to explore a bit to be sure.
Sounds about right.
Any idea who's behind this, Doc? The kidnapping, the facility?
Not really. Remarkable considering I've been here 6 months. You would have thought someone would let something slip.
H.
But if it doesn't have to do with the research, you don't get a word out of them.
Sounds like the guards are well trained. But what kind of threats were needed to stop the other researchers from talking?
Well, there were threats early on just to get us to work. Of course, Vasily saw right through that. Kept saying they needed us. I suppose in his case, the risk outstripped the return at some point. Damn them.
Dr. Savchenko probably knew the risks and accepted them.
That he did. Go on, lad. Let's put this plan of yours into action. It's time to teach these wankers a lesson.
I love this guy.
Once I upload the virus, it'll be time to act. I'll signal you. A vibration in your GPL. Be ready.
Understood, lad. But do be careful.
You have exactly the right demeanor of the kind. You definitely did work for the Ministry of Defense. You have that sort of demeanor. And it's exactly what we need on this particular mission. Fortunately, or I guess unfortunately, the others don't share your training, your outlook, your experience, and your confidence. I'm particularly worried about Nia. These are nice. Are you kidding me with this? Yeah, you definitely get the best seat in the house, H. 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 Joseph Manderley, Bob Page, Savage, H. Need to get up to the first floor, somewhere near the back of the compound. That would do it. Upload a virus to the security computer and enter the restricted area. No side quests so far. Megan is being held in a separate, heavily guarded section of this facility. Flaherty, Colvin, and Koss have a plan that will help me reach her, but first I need to disable Bell Tower's ability to track their GPLs. Vasily Savchenko's computer virus should do the trick once I upload it to a central security computer. Data disk. Viral program, a computer virus created by Dr. Vasily Savchenko that has been designed to override security protocols at Omega Ranch. When uploaded to the facility's security control computer, it will scramble the guards' abilities to track implanted GPL devices. Only one way back up. Elevators have always been a fantastic time to contact Pritchard. Is that what's going to happen here? Yeah, it's not a long enough ride. Haven't heard from Pritchard in a while, and right now would be a great time to check in. Got to get outside. Front door? I guess. That frightened me for a second. Startled me is more the more accurate word. Thank you. I remember the lobby was fairly clear. Now, wait, have I been in the lobby of this building? I'm thinking the other building. Uh-oh. Have I been through here yet? I haven't. This is the front door that leads to the heavy and those other guys patrolling. How did I get... Oh, I got in here through the through the, Right. Well, this is as good a way out as any. The World Health Organization. Pocket secretary. Right next to a computer. Nigerian spam email, regardless, Morpheus is the password. From Lou Morano. Those spam emails get everywhere, don't they?
Someone hiding over there.
Shit.
Over there!
Fuck! Did I say this is as good a way out as any? I was lying. Not as any. How about we... How many batteries I got? Yeah, how about we just... Well, I don't need to use this yet. Let's see what these guys decide to do. I thought that computer was trouble. Yeah, they only caught a glimpse of me for a second. You know what? Let's take that catwalk back. I don't like the front door in this case. It's a little too much to ask. There's a camera out there, a heavy, a couple of other patrols. It's this staircase, right? No, I thought it was this one. Dang it, I second guessed to myself. Okay, so just turn around here. Then there's this one camera that's been easy to bypass, but a bit of a nuisance. Oh, ha! We turned it off. Lovely, darling. Where's the stairs? Through here. So straight across. Oh. Thank you. This is the lobby that I remember wasn't such a problem. Get out of here and then head to the back by taking a right and following the wall. Watch out when opening this door. I see one guard kind of peering off in this direction. Will this do anything? Nope. Oh crap. A little worried about him glancing this way. A security hub outside with thunderstorms in the distance. That seems like a very bad idea. I'm unconcerned with it. Robot. Whoop. How far do you go, little guy? That's it? What is this? And why didn't they program you to watch it? That's a 5. Better be ready to fortify. Oof. Take that. Soften the nearby nodes on this one. Take that as quickly as possible. This is a one-way. I can't take those. Okay, either way, we're through.
Access granted.
This gets me in... it's a little stopgap. Ah, it's a resupply point. Laser rifle, we have the opportunity for another one of those. Laser rifle battery. Crossbow with arrows. Finally. Let's, drop this. I'm unconcerned with tranquilizing my prey. And that crossbow was a lot of fun the 1 or 2 times we got to fire it. Not concerned with a sniper rifle. I'm a good sniper, but I've never much fancied myself in the role, you know what I mean? Oh, I've never, yeah, that's what I mean, that is what I mean to say. Can we rotate you? There we go. Although the ammo doesn't fit nicely underneath it when I do that. That's fine. Spare. Drag this way. Shit. We went in there, but not in there, huh? Big ol' sniper rifle and a shotgun. An EMP mine. I'm not against this idea. Let's combine these together. Clink. Let's move this on to 6. Beautiful, darling. It didn't even leave a mess. And it leaves me much more free to wander this area. Here's that back of the compound we were supposed to reach. I think we're good as far as that camera is concerned. Speaking of cameras, there's a bot inside its garage. It's active and ready. This camera will alert that bot, making this a particularly dangerous camera. I'd like a security hub. Oh! Ask and ye shall receive. The way in? Oh, that's where I have to be. Upload a virus to the security computer and enter the restricted area. We've already been recording for just about 2 hours, well, an hour and 40 minutes. And I'm fine with that. So I'll get in there, and that's probably where we'll save. Because the next part, I guarantee, is going to be very interesting, and I'd like that to happen at the start of a session. That's where we would upload it. But the security hub, this is for the camera and the bot. Tunnel hub. Hacking time. Just 3. Really? Isn't this supposed to be extra high security because this is where you have Megan? And she's, like, for you, the queen on the chessboard. Okay. Why am I having trouble parsing this one? Left, up, right, down, right. That's why, because it's kind of, even though it looks simple, it's all one ways. It's all one-way paths. I don't like that started so soon. But we do have 20 seconds. Fortification, I was a little late on that. Got everything, right? Oh, yeah, except for the spam.
Access granted.
Boom, don't gotta worry about the bot. The robot is now disabled. It's gonna remain that way until the camera triggers it, which it just won't anymore, so... Alright, we've made this safe. Alright. Next session might finally be the session where we rescue Megan. Though I don't anticipate we'll be able to do so without some form of twist.